remaining evenly uneven is a big trick. So just have to keep checking yourself from side to side. Now what I'm going to do here is just go in and add a darker layer of another coat. This brush actually gets into the detail of the underside. Lets me even things off. I guess I could have used this brush initially. The other thing that I saw is kind of like wrinkles, kind of. And it may take you going back and forth a few times before you get it to where it looks evenly uneven with the details that you've added. Kind of anomalies that you'll see on a Redhead Drake's bill. Like This being dark and then just a little bit of that dark following up. The side of the mandible here. Now, I had mentioned what needed to be done on those eyelids too, on those eye rings. All right, so I'm going to wipe my brush, clean it out in turpentine because this is the one I want to use on the eye rings. And it seems like it would be a really dark color for me to add this bluish gray, which will be our medium blue on the bill. But all I'm going to do is add little dots of detail around that outer edge of the eye ring. And see how light it looks, even though it's a darker bluish gray. Do the same thing on this side without touching the bill, end of the bill. Alright, just a little tiny okay. I'm going to let that dry up as well. Now, as for the darker blue modeling, I'm going to pull out this is an old brush, but it's going to do what I need it to do. I'm going back to that steel blue. And I'm pounding it in. And I'm rotating this brush as I do it, so it's not all in one specific direction. And for now, this is a little bit darker than we need, but again, I'm going to be coming back with that light blue to do some blending. And each time I tap it, it's blending the paint into the base coat and softening up. Now I also see that same color coming in here. And then I also see it just all along this bridge and darkening on this upper edge and down the side. Just tap it in. Evenly from side to side, bringing it right up to that black that I just laid in. Then the other place that I see it is right in here. Okay, so now you can see the modeling that I did with the darker blue. And do a little bit on the underside, just for good measure and balance. And interest. You know, Redhead will throw his head back in a courtship display, and that's what I had to find, a photo of that to find out what color it is underneath the bill. So now what I do is I go to a different brush. This is a round. It's also in old, terrible shape, but it's soft. And what I'll be able to do here is blend that steel blue in. Real soft. And I'm just going in little tiny circles, kind of switching direction every once in a while. Top of the hour. Here at the Artistry Studios. Okay, see how that blends so wonderfully? I mean, you can maybe try to airbrush something like that on, but it still wouldn't look the same. I don't want to see a hard line in any of these colors, so I'm just going back to the transition point and softly blending everything so it's, you don't see where it really stops or starts. Same thing on the side there. And do this side now. Small little circles. Switching direction every once in a while. That just kind of works that coats that I tapped on, those little taps right into the yesterday's. If you just don't, if you're not real happy with how it looks, don't panic. Do what you did on one side to the other side so everything looks even. And then come back and add a little bit more blue or a little bit more detail here, or, you know, make some adjustments. Nothing's permanent here. See, from one side to the next. One side. And I'll do this one next. And just tap, tap, tapping. There's no paint on this brush. I did not put it in the medium at all. No medium, no paint. I tapped it on with a different brush, and I'm using this one to blend in those colors I added. Some of that dark black paint that I added along the face is also getting brought into this, and that's okay. This is what old brushes are used for. After they've lost their point and their shape, taken on a new one. Getting the blue that's inside, just working that color in. I may come back, and probably will, to add more black in this area so that everything stays even. I might even come back and add more blue. The most important thing, though, is just staying evenly uneven.